In this equation, we're going to graph quadratic equations by finding the vertex, the x-intercepts, and the y-intercept. The example I'll use is g of x equals negative 2x squared plus 4x take away 2. I'm going to begin by calculating the h value of the vertex. H is negative b over 2a. So in this particular problem, h will equal negative 4 over 2 times negative 2. Now, following the order of operations, this simplifies down to positive 1. Okay, so my vertex is going to start with a value of positive 1. The other value for my vertex, known as k, is found by taking that 1 and substituting it into the function wherever x is. Following the order of operations, I have negative 2 plus 4 take away 2, which is 0. Okay, so my vertex is at the ordered pair 1, 0. Something I notice is that my a value was negative 2. This tells me that I am going to be having a parabola that opens down, and from my vertex I can go down 2 and right 1, or right 1 and down 2. Sketch my parabola. Now for this particular parabola, when I look at the x-intercept, there only happens to be one of them. An x-intercept is where the graph crosses the x-axis, and it crosses right at the vertex. So the x-intercept is 1, 0. The y-intercept, you'll only have one for parabolas, happens to be at 0, negative 2. Now, notice that that 0, negative 2 happens to correlate with the negative 2 at the very end. And that is always true. The y-intercept is always going to be your c value. So in this case, it was negative 2. And now we have a parabola with a few more details. Okay, I'm going to try a second equation here. Let's take a look at f of x equals 2x squared minus 8x plus 1. My h value will be negative b over 2a. So my values give me a negative from the formula and a negative 8 from the b value over 2 times a. This simplifies down to positive 2. I take that positive 2, substitute it into the equation, follow the order of operations, and we find out that the vertex is the ordered pair 2, negative 7. Okay. The a value for this function is positive 2. That means from my vertex, I can go over 1 and up 2. From the 2 over 1, I can get a y-intercept value by noticing that it says plus 1 at the end of the equation. It tells me my c equals 1, or my y-intercept is positive 1. So on the y-axis, my y-intercept, where the graph crosses the y-axis, is at positive 1. Since we know that this is a parabola, it's symmetric about the axis of symmetry, it helps me create a symmetric graph. And now I have a parabola. The pieces that I can label on this are the vertex, which we'll remember was 2, negative 7. And we can also say that the y-intercept occurs at 0, 1. What we're not able to say are what the x-intercept values are because those are decimal approximations.